Hi, this is Jeffrey Hessler from Virginia Diodes, and I'm going to talk today about our vector network analyzer frequency extension modules. There's a picture shown below of a couple of these modules attached to a low frequency VNA. Vector network analyzer extenders are used to extend the capabilities of traditional microwave vector network analyzers up into the terahertz range. With this, you can perform full two-port S-parameter measurements and even a higher number of port measurements up at these frequencies. The VDI extender modules are compatible with a wide variety of vector network analyzers that are available on the market. We have built these into a compact size so that they are suitable and easy to integrate onto, for example, probe stations and antenna chambers. We have these modules available. They're in waveguide bands, and these bands are all the way from WR28 at 26 to 40 gigahertz, which is our lowest frequency module, and then all the way up to above 1 terahertz, WM164, which is 1100 to 1500 gigahertz. We've got industry-leading performance in terms of both the test port power and the dynamic range, and we have this very small form factor for these devices. Our VNA extenders are available in a variety of configurations depending on which type of application. For general two-port S-parameter measurements, a TXRX configuration is used. For antenna testing, often the through reflect type measurement where there's only a receive on the port 2, which allows for very small, compact modules, which is very appropriate for antenna testing chambers. In addition, we'll talk later about some other configurations for things like noise figure and IP3 and distortion type measurements. These extenders are available also with an optional variable attenuator that can be used to control the output power of the modules. This past year, we've done a lot of improvements to our VNA extenders, both in terms of the test port power available and the dynamic range. This table shows some of the bands where we've made these improvements, where we've increased the test port power by 6 to 7 dB in many of these bands, so it's quite a significant increase in power. These increased powers allow you to measure a wider variety of devices, to drive amplifiers into compression, and do more measurements than were traditionally possible. And the other bands not covered here are working on those as well to give similar improvements at these other bands. Here's one specific example of one of these improvements. This is at the high frequency up to about 1 terahertz. This is the WM250 band, 750 to 1100 gigahertz. The previous modules had around 70 dB of dynamic range. We've improved that up to 100 dB and also improved the test port power as well. In addition to improving the performance, we were able to reduce the size of these modules down to our new mini module type size, 1.5 by 3 inches by about 8.5 inches long. And so we're very excited that we've now got these new improved performance all the way up to 1 terahertz. As I mentioned before, we have a variety of other vector network analyzer extender configurations available to enable other types of measurements than just S parameters. We have the dual source modules, which allow you to inject a second tone into your signal path to do two-tone or IP3 type measurements. The high sensitivity modules, in this case, we have focused on measurement receiver sensitivity so that you can get a good load noise figure for your receiver paths and allow you to measure the noise figure of low noise amplifiers and other devices like that. The test port power is reduced in this case, but for many of these devices, that's fine and acceptable. So we have these and other configurations as well that we've developed for different applications. We've also developed extenders that will work on the Keysight Streamline VNA, in addition to the Pixie type VNAs that are available from Keysight as well. These are compact VNAs run by USB, and we can now connect our modules to those. With a pair of 2 Streamlines, you can do full 2-port S parameter measurements. These are focused on lower frequencies, up to 110 gigahertz, although we are actively working on extending these up to higher frequencies, particularly for D bands, so the 110 to 170. So to conclude, we're providing vector network analyzer frequency extension modules over the full terahertz range with industry-leading performance and very small compact form factor. We've got the ability to do a wide variety of measurements, from two-tone and IP3 measurements to noise figure measurements, and we're now compatible with the new Keysight Streamline VNA. So there's a lot of details on our website, so please go there and look through the different features and descriptions there. So thank you very much, and please feel free to step into our booth, and we'll have people there waiting to talk with you. So thank you very much. Bye.